Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So let us continue with chapter 3 in your Hornbill. So that is Discovering Tut, the saga continues, written by A.R. Williams. So in my last video I have explained 3 paragraphs in which we have seen that this story about a king whose name was Tut. He was an Egyptian king, okay, and he died when he was a teenager, when his age was between 13 to 19. So no one knew how he was died. So it was a mystery for everyone. So they wanted to know about it. So that is why they again took out the mummy of the king, and the mummy underwent CT scan, and so that they would come to know that how the king was died. Okay, so as of now we have discussed when his mummy was taken out, then people from all around the world came to see his mummy, okay, to see the King Tut's mummy. So also in Egypt, the king were known as Pharaoh. So they used to call their king Pharaoh. So visitors from all over the world, they came to see the mummy of the Pharaoh Tut. Okay. So now let us continue. So let us begin from this paragraph. So now I am going to explain from this paragraph. After months of careful recording, the pharaoh's funerary, that is funerary treasures. Funerary treasures means the valuable things with which the king was buried. Okay. Carter began investigating his 3 nested coffins. Opening the first, he found a shroud adorned with garlands of willow and olive leaves with celery, lotus petals and corn flowers. The faded evidence of burial in March or April. When he finally reached the mummy, though he ran into trouble, the ritual resins had hardened, cementing a Tut to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. No amount of legitimate force could move them. Carter wrote later what was to be done. Okay, so first of all let me tell you the meanings of some difficult words. Funerary treasures means the valuable things with which the king was buried. Okay. 3 nested coffins. 3 nested coffins means 3 coffins placed one in another in order to decreasing size. The innermost coffin houses the body of the deceased. Shroud. Shroud means a length of cloth in which a dead person is wrapped. Adorned. Adorned means decorated. Adorned means decorated. Garlands of willow means a wreath of flowers and leaves. A garland of flowers and leaves. Mummy, as we know, that a body of a human being or animal that has been ceremonially preserved by removing integral organs, treatment with natron and resin, and wrapping in bandages. So a body of human beings or animal that has been ceremonially preserved by removal of the internal organs, that is called mummy. You must have watched mummies on TV, in movies. Ritual. So ritual means here the resins used in the ceremony of mummification. So the resins used in the ceremony of mummification. Resins means here resins means a sticky flammable substance that is insoluble in water. Okay. Legitimate means responsible. Legitimate means responsible. Okay. So now let me explain. After months of carefully recording the pharaoh's funerary treasures, Carter began investigating his 3 nested coffins. So after months of carefully recording of the king's valuable things, okay, so with which the king was buried, so after carefully recording of the pharaohs of the king's valuable, Carter began investigating his 3 nested coffins. So now 3 nested coffins means 3 coffins placed in one another. Okay, so his body was inside 3 coffins. So now Carter the scientist began investigating his 3 nested coffins. Opening the first, so he opened the first coffin. He found a shroud. When he opened the first coffin, he found a length of a cloth in which a dead body is wrapped, that is shroud. So he found a shroud adorned with garlands of willow, and the shroud was adorned with garlands of flowers and leaves. Wild callery, it's a type of a plant, wild callery. Lotus petals and corn flowers, the faded evidence of a burial in March or April. So when Carter opened the first coffin, he found these things, and which evidencing that his death took place in the month of March or April. His body was buried in the month of March or April, because this wild callery is found only in the month of March or April. Okay. When he finally reached the mummy, so when Carter finally reached the mummy, though he ran into trouble, the ritual resins had hardened. So the real trouble started, because the ritual resins, the ritual here resins which were used in the ceremony of mummification, so they became very hard. Cementing a tooth to the bottom of his solid gold coffin. So cementing tooth was also stick to the bottom part of the solid gold coffin. No amount of legitimate is responsible. No amount of legitimate force could move them. So no amount of responsible required force could move them, Carter wrote later. So it was written by Carter later what was to be done. So Carter did not know what was to be done because the mummy had become very hard. So he could not separate the mummy of Tut from his coffin. Okay. So Carter took a few months to record the treasures found in Tut's grave. Then he began investigating his three coffins which were nested one in another. In the first coffin he found a piece of cloth with garlands of willow, olive leaves, wild celery, lotus petals and corn flower, which suggested that he had been buried in the month of March or April. So when he reached the third coffin, he was in trouble. The body had hardened due to the resins which had cemented the body, and it had stuck to the bottom of the coffin, which was made of gold. Carter wondered what to do next because no amount of force could separate the two. Now look at the next paragraph. The sun can beat down like a hammer this far south in Egypt. The Carter tried to use it loosen the resins. So the sun can beat down like a hammer. So here it was too hot. The sun was blazing. Sun was brightening, and the sun was too hot. It was the time of the summer. Okay, so that is why the sun was too hot. So that is why the Carter tried to use it loosen the resins. So the scientist Carter, he kept the mummy in the sunshine to separate, to loosen the resins, in order to lose the resins. For several hours, it is map which you can see. It is the map of Egypt. Okay, it is the Valley of the Kings where the tomb of Tutankhamun was there, here as it is indicated in the map. So you can see it in your book. He set the mummy outside in sunshine that heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. So he kept the mummy outside in blazing sunshine, so that heated it to 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Nothing burst, but nothing happened. Burst means moved or shifted, a slight movement. So not a slight movement took place. He reported with scientific detachment that the consolidated material had to be chiseled away from beneath the limbs and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. So chiseled away means to cut something with a chisel. Chisel, it is called chani in Hindi. So to cut something with the help of that chani. Okay, so it is called chiseled away. So what was decided? So they decide to cut it with the help of chisel, okay, beneath the limb and trunk before it was possible to raise the king's remains. So what we have read in this paragraph? So Carter tried to loosen the resins by keeping the body in the hot sun. He kept the mummy in 149 degrees Fahrenheit heat for several hours, but still it remained stuck. He reported that a chisel could be used to cut down the mummy from the limbs and the trunk so that Tut's body could be taken out of the coffin. Now next paragraph. In defense, Carter really had little choice. If it hadn't cut the mummy free, thieves most certainly would have circumvented the guards and ripped it apart to remove the gold. In Tut's time, the royals were fabulously wealthy, and they thought or hoped they could take their riches with them for his journey and to the great beyond. King Tut was lavished with glittering goods, precious collars, inlaid necklace and bracelets, rings, amulets and ceremonial apron, sandals and sheaths for his fingers and toes, and the now iconic inner coffin and mask, all of pure gold, to separate Tut from his adornments. Carter's men removed the mummy's head and several neatly every major joint. Once they had finished, they reassembled the remains on a layer of sand in a wooden box with padding that concealed the damage the bed where Tut was rest. So let me tell you the meaning of some difficult word of this paragraph. Circumvented means find a way around. So thieves would have found a way to tackle the guards and remove the gold from tomb. Okay. Next word is inlaid. Inlaid means a decorative pattern on the surface. Amulets means an ornamental or small piece of jewelry thought to give protection against evil, danger or disease. It's a type of jewelry. Apron, we know very well. Apron means a protective garment worn over the front of one's clothes and tied at the back. Mostly chef wears apron when they cook food. Next is sheaths. Sheaths means a close fitting cover. Iconic. Next is iconic. Iconic means something or someone who is a symbol, or it represents some other thing. Okay, iconic means something or someone who is a symbol. Adornment, we know very well. Adornment means ornaments. And next is concealed, which means hide. Okay, so now let me explain this paragraph. In the defense, Carter really had little choice if he hadn't cut the mummy free. Thieves most certainly would have circumvented the guards and ripped it apart to remove the gold. So in his defense, Carter really had little choice. So in order to save the mummy, so Carter has little choice, because according to Carter, if he hadn't cut the mummy free, then thieves most certainly the thieves they would have found a way around. Okay, thieves would have found a way to tackle the guards and remove the gold from the mummy. Okay. In Tut's time, the royals were fabulously wealthy. In Tut's time, the royal kings were fabulously wealthy. They were very wealthy, and they thought or hoped they could take their riches with them. And it was thought in that time, if such valuable things would be buried with the person, then in the after death they will also be rich. If they these golds and other things, if they will be buried with the dead body, so in after death, life after death, they will get the same. Okay, so that is why, what were the things which were buried with the king, and they thought or hoped they could take their riches with them. For his journey to the great beyond, King Tut was lavished with glittering goods. So King Tut was also adorned with glittering goods, precious collars, inlaid necklace and bracelets, rings, amulets, and a ceremonial apron, sandals, sheaths for his finger and toes, and now iconic inner coffin and mask, all of a pure gold. Even the coffin, mask, and all these ornamental with which Tut was buried, all of them were made of pure gold. To separate Tut from his ornaments, Carter's men removed the mummy's head and several nearly every major joint. So in order to separate Tut from his adornments, Carter's men, they removed the mummy's head and several nearly every major joint. So they cut at the major joints in order to separate the King Tut's mummy. Once they had finished, they reassembled the remains on a layer of sand in a wooden box with padding that concealed the damage, the bed where Tut was rest. So once they had finished the separation, they reassembled the remains on a layer of sand in a wooden box with padding that concealed the damage, with padding that was hiding the damage. Okay, the bed where it was rests. Okay, so in this paragraph we have seen that according to Carter, he had no choice other than to cut the mummy. He believed that if he hadn't done that, thieves would have removed the gold from the tomb and would have looted it. So during Tut's time, the royal people were very wealthy, and they had a belief that after death they could take wealth along with them. For his life after death, he was given precious collars, necklace with decorative patterns, bracelets, rings, amulets, ceremonial aprons, sandals, sheaths for fingers and toes, and now an iconic inner coffin and a mask. His men removed his head and every joint of his body. After they finished, they reassembled the remains in a wooden box with padding filled with a layer of sand to conceal, to hide the damage. It was his new resting place. Now look at the next paragraph. Archaeology has changed substantially in the intervening decades, focusing less on treasure and more on the fascinating details of life and intriguing mysteries of death. It also uses more sophisticated tools, including medical technology. In 1968, more than 40 years after Carter's discovery, an anatomy professor X-rayed the mummy and revealed a startling fact beneath the resin that cakes his chest. His breastbone and front ribs are missing. So let me tell you the meaning of some difficult word of this paragraph, some difficult words of this paragraph. Intervening. Intervening means occur in the time between events. Occur in the time between events. Intriguing means to arouse one's curiosity. To arouse one's curiosity. Okay. So now let me explain. Archaeologist has changed substantially in the intervening decades, focusing less on treasure and more on the fascinating details of life and intriguing mysteries of death. So now archaeologists in the past few decades, archaeology has changed as it now focuses on the details of life and the mysteries of death. It also uses more sophisticated tools, including medical technology. So earlier it was about focusing on treasure, but now they focus on the details of life and mysteries of death. Now it uses more advanced medical technologies, okay, and tools of research. In 1968, more than 40 years of Carter's discovery, an anatomy professor X-rayed the mummy and revealed a a startling fact beneath the resin that cakes his chest, his breastbone and front ribs are missing. So what happened? In 1968, an anatomy professor x-rayed King Tut's mummy and revealed that the front lips and breastbone were missing. So it was found after more than 40 years Carter's discovery. So during Carter's discovery, Carter only focused on the valuables which were buried with the King Tut's. But now after 40 years, when technology had become advanced, then x-rayed the mummy was x-rayed and revealed a startling fact, revealed a unexpected or surprising fact beneath the resin that cakes his chest, his breastbone and front lips were missing. Okay, so it's all about today's video. In my next video, I will explain the remaining part of the chapter. So thank you for watching the video.